Okay, we have the driver seat support in. I corrected that error, and you can now see that that entire lot is in one plane, where previously, because that and that had been swapped over, that one was coming out here where that shadow is almost, which is not good, but that sort of thing. It was relatively straightforward thanks to that quotes rubbish quotes glue. It's just the right glue for the purpose. I put the triple stack in. I've used that to indicate where these three fingers to indicate what it was supposed to be, but now you can see that's in. It's taped on. They are taped on to here. Now, it's not going right the way through this. That would need to be a longer thing to do that. These are 120 centimeter long. Some of the longest pipes in the whole design. It runs all the way along the floor there, and same there. So this can now be lifted up safely. Not so much this. It's still waggling about like this, and we'll have to do something about that. I'm going to have to put some temporary things from across from there to there, there to there, etc., etc. Just to make sure that that's temporarily stable. But the roof line will go on here up to there. The back box is going to go on here like this, and I have the diagrams for it, so you can actually see. That's about the right scale, really, isn't it? Yeah, so you can see roof going on there. All right. I left this in the driver part and the front dashboard part of the airbox, so you can see what that will be. These are not perspective diagrams; these are isometric. And likewise for this one, that is about there-ish. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, alright, so that goes on there. And I have the first four pieces done. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, on there. These ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to be part 3 of 3 of the frame. This is not going to actually be attached here. I will simply temporarily tape it on to get the rigidity, and I'll do the same trick that was done over here. Where is it? Yes, these temporary pieces that were epoxied in, I will do the same deal with that. There should actually be a better way to do this, but I haven't done it in the software yet. I've actually, what I was thinking of doing was, it will be in this one, actually splitting this into 2 nodes, and having an additional central sphere, or simply cutting that one. I don't think cutting it's going to work really, because you end up chopping these in half, but having a second one, so using the exact same joint software, tell it which of these pipes you want to actually be on. So for example, for this one, it will produce a node where these were missing, and a different mode will produce a node where these were missing, and so you'd end up with 2 things. But the thing is that this sphere can't occupy the same place in space. obviously. So there's quite a lot to do there, and it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Also, whether to do that in the software or just to use epoxy and pieces of bamboo. Yeah, you know, all these kinds of debates, you know, sort of these things, you know. In a future revision, that's what we'll probably end up having to do, because you're going to have the remember, the idea is to have the chunk slot thing, and if you still want the ability to split into sections, then we'd have to have that as a aluminium cast node, and the split halves both as aluminium cast nodes. So at the point where it goes into production, it will be necessary to do that. You know, but for the purposes of prototype, I'm not so worried. Anyway, so onwards. It's a hybrid of phase 2 and phase 3. This part I'm calling phase 2. The roof on it, but this is definitely part of the phase 3 bit, which will be, and that's the node that I was talking about that we split, that need to be split, that one, and that one. We need to create split nodes. Right, I'm going to get on with it.